Cherie. We're in a new area. It's so space-like. I got a new tripod. Well, it's not really new, but I found it downstairs. I've been looking for it since I started YouTube. We've been looking for this tripod, and it's a little tiny like tabletop one. And so I thought I would do my get ready with me videos in my living room. It's my living room. Just because I can get closer to your face. My tripod in my filming area is up really high, so I feel like when I'm doing get ready with me, you can't really see like the face of my face unless I close it up, and I don't like that. So I thought we'd try this, and it's new to me. So if it doesn't work out, you know, we'll go from there. But I also can see my mirror better. I just feel like for get ready with me's, we could get a little more personal. Let's have some coffee. My allergies are acting up, so my nose is super itchy. I apologize in advance. Alright, so let's put on some George's Aloe. If I could just, like, slather my body in this daily, I would. I should. What's stopping me? So, I'm gonna post either before or after this video, my Hulkamania video. I decided to do 2 separate videos because I didn't want to edit out like my attempts at the songs. I thought they were pretty funny. So the version that I'm going to post soon has very little editing. Ow, I just slapped my own leg. Did you hear that? But anyway, so I thought it would be funnier if I posted it in all its glory. So we got to handle some truth or dare business because now I've done both of those. And I'm starting to run out of dares that don't involve nudity, Celia. So your truth is, you know, one would think that you would pre-think of these things before you turn the camera on, but you would be wrong. Your truth is, when you were a kid, like elementary school, and you thought you thought magic was real, and like the world had possibilities, and like the beautiful mind of a youth, what did you want to be when you grew up? Like, what was your... Now that you're an adult, realize that was a crazy aspiration, but what did you want to be when you grew up? I hope you say a superhero, because you are. And your dare is to do an eyeshadow makeup look that looks horrible, like intentionally, because you always look so good and so beautiful, and you make it look so easy and flawless. Like, do an intentional, like, crazy, like, out to here, just not pretty eye look. Well, it'll probably still look pretty on you, so really that's a silly, that's a silly dare. So I dare you to try and make your your whatever that stuff is, eyeshadow, look like a truck stop prostitute that passed out in the gutter because she was intoxicated. That was descriptive. Alright, so let's get ready. So those are your truth and dares. I feel like this is so much nicer, guys. I feel like we're like together. Yeah, this is good. I like it. Sorry, my background isn't as interesting. It's just a fireplace and DVDs and my record players over here. So really just not a whole lot of happiness to look at. But anyway, alright, I'm digressing. Alright, so, what else do we need? Let's do some primization and concealing. This last week, I think I found another food allergy, which is just aggravating. I was on a dairy. I don't usually eat or drink a lot of dairy, just in general. You know, like I put like a tablespoon or 2 in my coffee, and that's pretty much all my dairy. I might eat cheese like once a week if I'm cooking something like on a dish or whatever. But I don't usually eat like a metric ton of dairy. But this last week, I don't know, man, I was on like a dairy roller coaster, and I had like at least a glass of milk every day, and I got on this like mozzarella kick where I wanted to have like mozzarella with balsamic vinegar and cherry tomatoes and basil. I had that for lunch like 3 days in a row. It's all Kroger's fault because they had mozzarella cheese, like the good stuff that's in like the liquid, on like Manager Special. So I got like 3 containers of this awesome mozzarella cheese. This is too much information. You don't really give a shit. But anyway, so I ate all this dairy, and then I woke up Friday morning and I've got all this cystic acne. And I only get cystic acne down here when it's something food related. usually. Like, that's kind of been my summation. I really don't know, but it's fucking terrible. And I'm so irritated because my skin was looking awesome. So it's either the dairy or it's the rosehip seed oil that I've been using every night. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow in my Tuesday stuff chat. But those are the only two things in the last week that I've done that are new. Maybe I should put my mirror over here. Let's move the coffee. Since this is a new experience for me, it's a new experience for you. But anyway, so it's either the dairy or the rosehip oil. So I might stop putting the rosehip oil like down my neck. I was doing that because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. You know, moisturize your décolletage, or whatever that's called, your décolletage. I don't know. And so I was doing that, but if it's breaking me out, I'll just put it where it's working on my face. I'm using my Pixi primer. I'm also trying to use up my MAC paint pots because those are like my MAC paint pots and two of my Maybelline color tattoos. I've gotten rid of all my makeup. I shipped them. I've shipped a huge box of stuff to my friend in Washington, and then I have a box of stuff for my mom because she doesn't wear a whole lot of color, so all the like light pinks and stuff like that I saved for her. But those paint pots, these paint pots from MAC, I can't let them go because I have not found one thing that's like them. And if you don't want to use a primer, these are perfect. And this color Bears Steady, and then their Painterly paint pot, which is just skin toned. They're just the perfect eyeshadow primers, and I can't find anything that works for me other than the Pixi. So I don't know. And since I already paid whatever, like 20 bucks for these each, whatever they are, I think I have 4 of them. I might as well use them up. You know, that was way before my natural journey, but they deserve to be used. I'm gonna try and do sort of a. Did I even grab any eyeshadow? That's for chicken hilarious. See, this is another problem with filming in my living room, is you don't bring all your stuff with you. So now I have to go pick out eyeshadow because I brought everything in here with me except for eyeshadow. Hold on. Alright, so I just grabbed a whole box of eyeshadow because that's easiest. Lately I've really been into trying to do eyeshadow looks that are only with one company. That way I can kind of get a good feel for what's going on. So today I'm going to use Darling Girl. I am swimming like in eyeshadow and I can't stop buying it. It's really annoying. My husband is, every time something comes in the mail, he looks at me like, really, honey? Really? So I'm going to have to start doing more eyeshadow looks because it's getting real. Sorry guys, I was not prepared. So now I have to like, I don't know, I'm not really, I don't think we're ready for red right now. Let's do, no. I'm trying to do colors I have not used. But they're all upside down, so I can't see what they are. Let's try that one. Yeah. Alright, I think we got it. Sorry, my nose, man. Allergies are the worst. Okay. Alright, so, Darling Girl. I'm going to use, let's see what this color looks like. See, and that's another problem, is like, ooh, yeah. I get all these great shadows, and I'm like, wow, these colors are amazing, and they're so exciting. And then before I can even use them, I've fallen in love with another color. Alright, so I'm going to use Sandworm, Darling Girl Sandworm, all over the place. And that's kind of like, what's that word? It's kind of like a neutral. Ooh, don't use these when you have your fan on. I really like this color a lot. I think it's from their Beetlejuice collection. Sorry. And I'm just going to put that sort of in my brow bone. Alright, so yeah, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. That's going to take forever. So what am I doing today? Today, I have to go to the grocery store because we is out of food. That is significantly grayer than I thought it was. And then I'm going maybe to the thrift store. I'm trying to get my Etsy store up and running. And I just want to have a little more inventory. Not that I couldn't sell some of my own stuff, but let's get real. I want to keep it. And then I have to go and purchase a dress form because I have a lot of vintage dresses that I can sell. I don't want to sell them, but I can. And I want, and I need something to hang them on because, you know, seeing a dress on a hanger like on the back of my closet door is just not as enticing. I'm going to use Darling Girl My Little Pony on my lid. It's this really pretty like pink color. I'll just list all these in the down bar because I'm not going to remember to tell you. My Little Pony, My Little Pony. And then after that, I think that's all I have to do today. Let's get a dress form, go to the grocery store, and the thrift store maybe. So I don't want to get too crazy with my makeup because I'm not really doing anything super exciting. This is a really nice color. It looks kind of dark in the jar, but it's definitely like a dainty pink. Dainty. Wow, we're really close to each other. So what have you guys been up to? How was your Mother's Day? Hope it was well. Neither one of our mothers live here in Georgia, and my mother actually doesn't live that far away, but my brother is supposed to come visit me sometime, and I think we're gonna go do like a Mother's Day thing with her when he's in town so she can have both of her children, because we're just cool like that. And where's my awesome blending brush? Oh god, I really need to take my Claritin before. If I'm having an itchy nose, like allergy problem, when I talk or eat or drink or put on makeup, it itches even worse. So apologies in advance. Alright, so what do I want to use as a cross color? I think I'm going to use this, the Apocalypse Knot, or Tapestry of Obscenities. I really like that name better, but this one's darker, so we're going to go with Apocalypse Knot. What else is new in life? Oh, our chicken. We have an incubator that, you know, I think a year and a half ago hatched out some chickens with, which was great. You know, and it's kind of like a guaranteed chicken because it's, you know, all formulated for making chicken babies. But we had two of our chickens were broody, which means they were sitting on eggs, or they wanted to be mommies. So we decided to try and see if they would hatch some babies out. So we had 2 chickens in our coop sitting on eggs, and it takes 31 days to make a chicken baby. And we forgot to log like when they started sitting on the eggs, so we were kind of just waiting around, you know, for them to figure out if they were going to have the babies. And one of our silky chickens, she hatched out 2 babies this week. We have a boy and a girl baby, and they're super cute. I just can't even get over their cuteness. Sorry, focus. But yeah, so she's being a really good mommy, and we've got some food and water in their box with them, and they're running around, and it's really funny because when you go up to look at the babies, they dive like dolphins underneath her, and all you see is like these fuzzy butts sticking out. It's so cute. And our rooster is being a really good dad. He's a little bit protective. He's a first-time father, and he will stand there like right outside where she's got the babies and just like look at you while you're trying to look at the babies or feed them or whatever. Let's put the stuff I'm actually not using away so I can list it down below. But anyway, so it's just really cute to kind of see the little cycle of life. And I do not like our rooster. He's mean. I can't go in the coop when he's in there because he will attack you, and he has these huge spurs that he can like seriously rip your leg up. He's gotten Chris a couple times, my husband. So I'm scared of Elvis, but he doesn't really mess with Chris anymore. Chris has regulated on him enough, but I think he knows that I'm like a big giant vagina, and I'm just like, oh, it's a rooster! And so he's not afraid to tell me what's up, but when I go in there to look at the babies, he kind of like does that face at me and starts doing that strut thing. So I'm a little scared to go in the coop, but I will open the little hatch door and look at the babies. But we haven't touched them or cuddled them yet, but that's hopefully coming soon. I'm so excited. I told Chris, I was like, I got a baby you chicken on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to me. Coffee time. What else is new? We planted a whole bunch of stuff. And when I say we, I mean my husband. I'm going to put this in my video tomorrow. Sorry, it's hard for me not to talk about products when I'm filming. But anyway, oh no, I don't want to do this yet. I'm so bad at these videos. Sorry, guys. One day I'll be a professional, and then it won't be as exciting. But anyway, we planted a whole bunch of stuff this weekend. We've got eggplant, tomatoes, squash, green beans, artichokes. We've got some, what are those? Snow peas, tomatillos, something else. We got like 8 things out in the garden right now, which is super cute and exciting because we get to eat it in a couple of days. Not really, a couple weeks. But, and we're gonna plant some chard soon. So the garden is going, and then I feel like every time we do a big planting, it rains for like 4 days in a row. So that's what's on the schedule for this week, is lots of rain here in Georgia. I'm so over the rain, mostly because, you know, you want water for your plants, but you don't want them to drown. Wow, my twang came out. I don't know if y'all heard that. I've been watching a lot of Paranormal Witness, and now I'm like super paranoid about noises. My husband's like, honey, you're not allowed to watch that show anymore. Because every time I hear something or see something, I'm like, what was that? I think I power watched like 6 episodes yesterday, so I slept real good. Because I was like, do you hear that? Do you hear that? But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the garden. So anyway, so we planted a whole bunch of stuff, and then, you know, the harsh winter killed a lot of our stuff too, so I replanted some rosemary, and then my husband's supposed to set me off like a section in the garden that's just for herbs. I think it's my ice maker. You guys can witness it in this video. But, oh god, I'm so in love with this stuff, it's ridiculous. But anyway, he's supposed to set me off like a special area that's just for, sorry I'm using the viewfinder, that's just for me, like my, like a kitchen garden. Like I want an herb section, and we have herbs planted in the garden, but they're not, you know, they're not specified for just the kitchen, which is what I want. So I also want to plant some tea bushes. I think they're bushes, so that we can have, I can make my own tea mixes. Let's get real hopeful. All right, so I'm just gonna use, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm just gonna use something. See, I like it in here because it's not as hot, because we have this nice big fan, but it also blows my pigments all over the place. All my powder's flying. So anyway, so garden's going good. Got new babies. That's pretty much all the farm updates. I gave my dog Dexter, my little chihuahua, I gave him a bath this morning, and he always makes me feel like mommy dearest, because it's like I'm beating him with a hanger. Whenever I give him a bath, he acts like, you're killing me! And you would think that a 4-pound dog will be super easy to like regulate on, but he is wily and squirrely, and he's just like, my feet are falling asleep. Okay. So yeah, so it's like chasing a little tiny alligator around the sink when we were giving him a bath. You're not supposed to give him a bath very often because they have really short hair, but he was smelly. He's a weird one. I've never had a little dog before. We usually, well, actually, I only have ever owned one dog myself, my dog Nola, and she's big, but we have 2 big dogs and then a teeny tiny dog. And he is totally spoiled because he's small. What else do we need on my face? Oh, we need some contour powder. What else? So yeah, Etsy shop. I'm really excited about my Etsy shop. I hope it goes well. And I think what I'll do is I'm not gonna make it like you know, let's do, you know, advertising on my YouTube channel for my Etsy shop. But I think I'm just going to let you, like, I'm going to do, you know, thrift hauls. And then if you guys are interested in something, then I'll say it's in the Etsy shop. Etsy, Etsy. And then I also thought, you know, this is something that only, I don't know, maybe I'm the only person that would enjoy this, but a lot of people don't have time to thrift, but they're on the lookout for something. And I was like, what if I could be like a personal thrift shopper? So like if you are on the lookout for something, like there's something specific that you've been looking for, but you don't have time to go to thrift stores every day. And since, I mean, I don't either, but you know, I probably go more often. If you are looking for something specific, then I can totally help you out with that. So I thought I might do something like that. And you know, just see how it goes. This is kind of like makeup roulette because I don't have all my stuff available, so I just kind of grabbed what was laying out. Ooh, that was dark. We'll be blending that in. But yeah, so I thought I'd do something like that. A little bit of personal thrifting. Woo! That is a dark color. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. This is a Dusky Rose. I always forget it's darker and I'll just plow it on. Sunburn is in, guys. Alright. What else? So yeah, so the thrifting, which is fun. My husband is like Captain Investigation, so like he likes to research things before he buys them for like 2 months, and I am like, hey, I want this, and I get it. And so he's helping me with my Etsy store, but you know, he's like read all these articles on Etsy and you know, all these message boards, and he's talking about how it's real hard to sell stuff on there. And especially if it's vintage stuff, because there's like 4.2 billion people that are trying to do the same thing. But my goal is to keep my prices low. This is more because I enjoy thrifting and I always find cool stuff that I wish I could give a nice home. But I cannot keep all of it because my house would be a nightmare. So that's kind of my goal. It's not really a career. So yeah, so hopefully that'll be up soon. And I'm gonna try and only sell small stuff. I was gonna do dishes because I have an obsession with vintage kitchen stuff and dishes. But it is expensive to ship that stuff, and then if it gets broken I would feel really bad about it. And it's gone because it's vintage, so I don't think I'm gonna do glass and stuff like that. But we shall see. And I think I have figured out why so many green beauty women wear false lashes, and it's because natural mascara just does not cut it. And I've been trying real hard to find a natural one that works. Hold on. And I've been trying real hard to find a natural one that works, but it's near impossible to find, like, you know, one that works just like my MAC did, and it's sad. So I think that if I'm gonna want those Vavoom lashes, like when I go out, I'm gonna have to attempt to try and put those on my face. I've never used false lashes, but I guess I should try it. So what's a good starter pair that's not very expensive, so that way if I don't like it, I don't feel like I, you know, wasted my life. I guess I'm just scared of glue near my eye. And I'm scared of pulling out my real lashes because they are already pretty long. I hear like a noise. I'm like, what's that? Sorry. I love being scared, but then I hate being scared. It's a love-hate relationship. I'm irritated because I'm trying to make an eye appointment to get an eye exam because I haven't had one in like 2 years, and I feel like my vision's getting worse. Like, I used to be able to just wear my glasses when I was watching TV, and you know, so I could read the print on the screen, but now it's getting to where like when I drive, even during the day, it's kind of blurry if it's far away. I have that thing, what is it, nearsightedness? I can't see things far away. So I think I need another eye exam, and I definitely need some new glasses because even when I'm thin, I have a really round head. I got round face syndrome, pancake head, and so when I get glasses, all my cute ones that I really like are very tight right here, so they press into my temple and it's not comfortable for long time wear. And then it's also annoying because when I take them off, you know, I've got this huge line stuck in my face, so I can't wear my cute glasses unless I don't plan to take them off, because then I've got a line on my face for like an hour and a half, like a deep line, because they're just so tight. And like for the longest time I was looking for vintage frames because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some vintage cat eye frames, but people back then had little boobs and tiny faces, and I cannot fit vintage ones on my head. But yeah, so I'd like to be able to see a little more frequently, especially when I drive. You know, I guess that's probably good for everyone else on the road as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much my plan, but I've been calling the eye place for, I don't know, last 2 hours, and I guess nobody's at work today, so they won't answer the phone. Bitches. So, yeah. God, my nose is so itchy. I've got this Muse song in my head. Mad, mad. Yeah. That song. I don't know why I'm using the viewfinder. I have a mirror right here. Right here! I call this my cheerleader hair. My floppy. It looks more like a sad mustache hair. Ooh, I just almost blew my pigment. I almost went, that's bad. Alright, so that's pretty much my face. Let's just put on some chapstick or lipstick. It's all over my shirt. Yep, fan is no me gusta. Alright, did I bring a lippy? Yes, I did. Mad. Is this boring? I don't know what's going on. Putting on your lips. So there's my face. Daytime appropriate in my living room. Alright guys, so that's my face. My foot is completely asleep. My nose is really itchy. And that's all I got. So Celia, I look forward to seeing your truth or dare. Maybe both. And I hope you guys enjoy my Hulkamaniac video. I'm real bad at like saying words fast unless I have listened to the song like 4 billion times, so I tried. It was not as good as Celia's, but nobody can be as perfectly wonderful as she is. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Hey, look, I can reach my button without getting all up in my grill. You guys don't even have to look up my nose. That's pretty good.